Despite the world's population having nearly quintupled in the past 100 years, our understanding of our fellow global citizens is often limited and out of date. To know where people are located, what conditions they are facing, what infrastructure is available, and what basic services they can access, reliable and timely population data is essential. Such data can ensure that everyone is counted and no one will be left behind. For most governments and policymakers, traditional data sources, such as the census and household surveys, are a staple for monitoring populations and developing policies. But those data sources can only go so far, especially in life or death situations. In an emergency situation, how do we determine how many vaccines to deploy in remote or conflict-ridden regions, or how many people are affected by an earthquake, and how to reach them quickly with critical supplies? When we need timely estimates of local populations quickly and don't have the time or resources to go house to house, gridded population data is a valuable resource. Gridded population maps represent the distribution of population in rows and columns of grid cells, typically defined by their latitude-longitude coordinates. An increasing number of data providers are combining information from censuses with satellite-derived geospatial features to redistribute populations and produce gridded population datasets. But no data source is wholly accurate or error-free, and policymakers and other data users need to be aware of their differences, strengths, and limitations for potential application, especially in emergencies when they may lack the technical expertise and time is of the essence, particularly during pandemics like the Ebola virus and the coronavirus. While gridded population data can produce estimates with greater frequency and granularity, they cannot replace the census, which is still a vital resource policymakers must continue to invest in. Instead, they complement census data, where there may be gaps in timeliness, coverage, and quality. Additionally, policymakers and other users need to consider many factors when selecting the appropriate dataset. These range from demographic characteristics, regional and environmental differences, to the time periods of interest. When navigating this brave new world of gridded population data, SDSN TReNDS new report, Leaving No One Off the Map, a guide for gridded population data for sustainable development, on behalf of the POPGRID Data Collaborative, can help. Read their new report to better understand how to use these essential data resources and how gridded population data can support users to make timely, informed decisions. Available now at www.sdsntrends.org.